John Fuller at his other office. This is a construction site. Of course, I am Montura Patel, your host, and we're going to get right into this exclusive interview by the one and only John Fuller, the official homebuyer's guide, the author of the official homebuyer's guide, Volume 1 and Volume 2. So let's get into this interview and let's get rolling.
Outlaw, we lawless, we ballin' out, nigga, regardless. Everything VVS, we flawless. When I stunt on niggas the hardest.
How you doing, family? Yes, I'm here with the exclusive interview with John Fuller. Hold on, family. Of this right here, this is something that everybody needs to have in their bookshelf and in their collections, like they have movies and DVDs. Now, this is the official Home Buyer's Guide, Volume 2. Now, here's the man right here, John Fuller. John Fuller, explain to the people what you're doing with this book and why'd you come up with Volume 2?
Well, I came up with Volume 2. The reason I came on, you hold on to that.
All right.
Yeah. I came up with Volume 2 because we got Volume 1 already out there, and Volume 1 was doing good, but Volume 2 got a lot more information in it than Volume 1 had in it. Volume 2 actually have a credit repair kit in it. It actually have a word search in it. Actually have a crossword puzzle. It's more functional. Volume 1 was more readable. Volume 2 is more functional. This is a book you can take right into the bank with you to ask you a question, flip it over, get the answer, and make sure you ain't getting manipulated by them.
Okay, so you know this is raw vision, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it real raw, but we're going to keep it cleaned up because, you know, there's some kids that's starting to, you know who you are, know who I am. So we're going to clean it up a little bit for the children, but I have the other cut for you guys later on. But this book details of how to manipulate the bank and buy homes.
Yeah.
What do you say about buying the land? Because I hear a lot of chitter chatter out there in Facebook and in the real world saying, don't buy homes, buy land. Right. What do you have to say about that? And is that in your book?
Well, what I teach, and that's mostly is in the seminar when they come to my live seminar, but what's in the book is more terminology, more education, get your mind right. Because what I tell people, yeah, we need to buy land. But at the same time, the first thing we need to do, let's get our first house first. We got a lot of people talking about buying land and don't even own a house. So when you go to the bank to try to borrow this money from the bank, how they going to invest in you with land when you ain't even bought a house with their bank? So what I'm teaching you is how to get in with the bank first.
Right.
Learn their language, buy your first house, because I'm teaching you on the elementary level. Buy the first house, then after you get your house and you get a relationship going with the bank, then go out there and buy that piece of land, 10, 12, 13 acres. Now, if you can find a property with 10 acres on it, then that's good. But at the same time, let's get that first house and let's get going with the bank. Because right now our biggest problem as African American is we're not getting money from the bank. Let's get this money that we need to get from them that they got for us, and let's buy some houses first. Buy some real estate.
Right, okay. So this book comes with a workbook, you say?
Workbook in the back of the book, chapter 19 in the back.
Chapter 19.
Yeah.
And how much is something like this going to go for?
Now this book right here is $39.99.
Okay.
$39.99. Now, let me explain the value of $39.99. My full kit is $545. 25% of my kit is in this book. So this book really should be over $100-some. Because I usually sell my credit repair kit by itself for $39.99. Well, now you got the credit repair kit in here. You got everything that was in Volume 1 in here.
So you got a bonus off the rip.
You got a bonus off the rip. You got the credit repair in chapter 18. You got the credit repair kit. You can do your own credit. Do it yourself credit repair kit. It's in this book. Chapter 19 is the Q&A section. 31 questions that I usually give out in my workshops is inside this book. Then you got everything that was in Volume 1. You know, from chapter 1 to 17. Then you got a crossword puzzle in here to get your mind more functional with the bank, and you also got a word search engine in here. So it's more functional book.
Okay, so how is South Carolina funding tied into some of these properties? Because a lot of people is out there asking, well, are you selling houses, or are you refurbishing houses, or you got a Institute for First-Time Home Buyers? I mean, because it looks like, if I didn't know, and I was just looking on the internet, it looks like, John Fuller is bouncing all around and you're not focused.
Right.
How do you answer that question to the people out there?
Well, I mean, South Carolina Funding Group, everything's falling under that umbrella of South Carolina Funding Group now. South Carolina Funding Group is our bank. That's the bank that is funding everything that we're doing with the refurbishing of the houses. We're going out here buying foreclosure, flipping foreclosure. And what I try to do, you know, my biggest thing is generational wealth. I bring people in, I teach them how to buy a house, and we want to finance the house for them so they can keep it in their generation, keep it in their generation.
Right.
I don't like the idea of continuing to flip. But I understand we got to flip sometime to gain the money. I don't have a problem with flipping to gain money, but at the same time, I like to bring people that's in this house. You can see how tight it is in here, how quiet it is. So that's gonna make the house more energy efficient, put a brand new unit on. So we paint the entire house.
What part is this?
This right here is kind of like a little setting area, I guess, and then that's like a little den or whatever. I guess whatever you want. I'm just gonna tell you the room, and wherever you want it to be, you can make it be. You know,
All right.
we walk up like, be careful now.
All right.
We this right here was, I guess, at one time was just a formal dining room.
Program is mainly,
Kind of built on that.
so it's mainly, flip a couple houses when you first get started and you get some of this knowledge. Flip a couple houses, build your equity up, and then when you start buying more houses, you hold on to them
Hold on to it.
for your children.
For your children. I mean,
Okay.
for your children, but we got to have something for our
And
kids.
speaking of children, is this book easy enough for children to do? Because I know, remember the first book, both your daughters took the test.
That's right.
And on this new book, how did your daughters do?
Well, they haven't actually taken the test on this one, but
Oh, okay.
but this book right here is easy reading. I mean, it's elementary. I mean, and I teach it, and I teach on the elementary level.
Okay.
So it's not where you have to be a college professor or real estate investor, or you have to be a real estate agent to learn this. This book is for the everyday person who just wants to get them a house and get into a house and learn generational wealth, elementary style.
Okay, so I was talking to some people up there in Seattle.
Okay.
And they was asking a question, when you flip these houses and you refurbish these houses, are you in a position to create jobs for the black men or the black women in that neighborhood where you go buy up the property? Are you just one of them investors or one of them people that's just buying up the property in the neighborhood and then subcontracting the job out? Or are you going to be bringing, contractors and machinery and putting the community to work? What is the detail of your program that's for the community?
Well, one of the things that you'll never find John Fuller, JFG, South Carolina Funding Group doing is going into a neighborhood and bringing people from the outside in. Now, there are
You heard it first here.
There are skilled workers. We do have to have some skilled workers. We got skilled workers inside the neighborhood. Of course, we want to use those first. But there are times when we do have to get skilled workers in to do skilled position, like you've been seeing my cousin Tony, you've been seeing my dad, you've been seeing people come down who've been in this industry for 30, 40 years. And
I'm a newcomer and I just came down and slung the hammer. So, I was getting educated.
Yeah, but we most definitely want to uplift the community. We most definitely want to hire within our community, because one of the things I hate to see other people go out and buy houses and then especially come in with outside people, especially not of our race, in our community and putting the money out of our community, going back to their community living. So one of the things I want to most definitely do is I want to uplift the people that's in our community all over the country.
Right,
When I say our community, whatever community we buy housing in, we want to hire in that community.
Right.
So call us. We'll come and tell you. We'll come tell you.
Well, I would like to give a shout out to all the sponsors that's helping this become from a dream to a reality. Numa Sports, I'd like to give a shout out to the Numa Sports, the JFG Group, Lines of Kemet Raw, T-Shirt City, and Trade Line Global Systems. I know you're out there on the road, Gerard. We holding you down because I know you're holding us down out there. And am I forgetting one? Oh yeah, New Star Entertainment. Do we have any more businesses online?
Oh man, yeah, I knew that. You
That's
went
about
down, it. You did it.
All of them are all connected. You feel me?
Everything is connected. And the new one you got coming out.
Yeah,
Talk about
the Grussel's coming out.
Yeah.
The Flab is coming out. My
Yeah.
queen created a line called the Flab, and she's going to be bringing that out to you a little bit more. I didn't create the Grussel, you know, because of reading Volume 1 and Volume 2 and hanging around this great mentor. It's taught me how to think outside.
Y'all got me all out here in my work clothes today. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm John.
Hi,
You looking for a house?
I could be.
You got to you want to buy the whole neighborhood up there. It's under construction now. We still got to be careful. Probably about, to be honest with you, probably about 125, 135.
Oh, okay.
To think outside the box. And one thing that I've learned about hanging out with you, Mr. Fuller, John, you know, I can call you my brother, I can call you my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You made it real simple for a person like me coming from the block, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Doing some of them things that get you killed or locked up or whatnot. This book has showed me that I can use that same mentality or that same Grussel to make things happen by following a guide. And let me tell you, it is a guide. It ain't no easy fix. It ain't no magic wand. It's something that you got to be dedicated to have generational wealth and have effective partnering. What you see right here is effective partnering, and it's all in this book, or it's all underneath the mentorship of John Fuller. You know. So another question I have. Are you just into the housing industry, or if somebody came and you said, you know, I want to get the program, you know, I want your mentorship, but I don't feel like flipping houses. I want to do a restaurant, or I want to do a clothing line, or I want to do this. Can they get the same knowledge out of the book in other things?
Yeah.
Like me, I looked for the other things and I got them out of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, quite naturally, when you're dealing with the bank, you know, whether you're going to open your own business up or whether you're going to buy a house, you still need to get money from some type of institution. So when you walk up in there, you need to understand their language, and that's what this book is going to teach you. It's going to get you on their level so that you can talk the way they talk. I mean, going into a foreign country, not knowing the language, you're going to get lost. Walking to that bank, that's a foreign country to a lot of people. That's why I created this book.
Yeah, and I do understand the foreign language and foreign country, because, you know, when you're out there, you know, in the street life, you know, if you're grinding or you're hustling, you know what I'm saying, there's a certain language that I know that you know, that we know what's up.
Right.
And you have to speak my language for me to do anything for you,
Right.
for me to understand that you are with the business.
Right.
So you're saying it's the same thing going to a bank. You got to learn their lingo.
If you walk into the bank and you don't understand that language, you totally lost. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of people go into the bank. That's why we don't get loans. I do understand the underlying redlining and all that do play a factor. But you can overcome that with the knowledge of understanding the way they speak. When they start speaking to you about the PITI, the DTIs, the debt to income ratio, and the principal interest tax and insurance, and they start breaking that language down to you, you should know LTV, loan to value.
When I first heard you, I'm going to keep it real with you. When I first heard you talk like that months and months and months ago, I thought you was naming sororities, frat houses, or new gangs that I wasn't up on. You know, PITI and all that, until I read Volume 1.
Right.
This is Volume 1 right here.
Yeah.
You can pick this up. at Barnes & Noble
Anyway.
at any time that you want to pick it up, or you can go also to mindsetkit.webs.com or John Fuller at John Fuller Biz.
John Fuller dot biz.
Oh, John Fuller dot.
Yeah, John Fuller dot biz.
Oh, that's right. You got the page.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Yeah.
chitter chatter.
Yeah. We got.
I got you.
Man. We got
But you know, you can get volume 1 and definitely pick up this book. It's a good read. It helps you move through life and navigate through life. You know, since you're a little guppy and this world is a shark, so you got to learn how to maneuver. And this helps you maneuver through this shark-infested water. Get your grustle up.
One of the things I want to say, what you just said, is this book for all ages too. I mean, if you're 18 years old and you're out there and you say, well, I want to go rent. Don't rent. You need to buy. You need to get this book and go in there and learn how to buy. These condos out here are $10,000 to $15,000, $20,000. There's no need you paying $800-900 rent when you can go get a condo for $10,000 to $15,000. Get your credit up. Credit repair kit is in there. Get the language up. Understand that language and go buy something. And you're only paying $150, $200 a month purchasing instead of paying rent.
So another question I have for you. Now this is a hard question. Now, when people buy your program and they don't do the work,
Add on to the living room. So I guess more like a formal.
Hell, just take that wall out. Just take your big ass living room, let them sell out.
It's already there. You get gangsta, ain't you?
All right, chopping the house
Yeah.
up.
Well, it was already like that. So you know what we're doing is we put new windows on it. We replaced the floors in it. So you know we've been doing that.
Take out this side.
Yeah, it's solid.
Take that side out. Put beams.
Yeah, you can do that.
And would open it up. You gonna need the wood floors, right?
You know the customer want wood floor, so yeah.
does it have anything to do with your program or the discipline of them not being able to run the program that you laid out?
That is a hard question. You know, you have to be disciplined in anything you do. One of the things I try to explain to people when they come into this program, first of all, I only want to take your money if you really don't want to, you know, move forward. We got all kinds of ways we try to test them to make sure it's the right mentality, the right type of person coming in to get the
So
program.
is that somewhere you're testing them for the effective partner?
That's the effective partner, make sure they're effective. Because they got to understand whenever you come into a program like this, and you're not successful, you're talking about the whole program now, you're talking about the institute. Come to the institute and you're not successful, it affects the next person. Because you paid money to come into it, and then that's the way we keep going. So if you come into it and you're not successful, then it's hurting the next person. I look at every time a person comes into it that's not successful compared to the people that are successful, and I say, what can I do different? And we doing things. We got Facebook pages going up with all kind of knowledge on there. We working on the 1-800 number where we can get people to call in and people can ask questions all the time throughout the night. So we got things we're putting in place through South Carolina Funding Group. But you know, it just takes time. Right now, that's what
Also, it takes the people out there to support.
Yeah, it takes
you know, the great work that, you know, as a black community that we're doing.
Yeah.
It starts with a book. It starts with a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It starts with, you know, ordering food or whatever. Yeah. Support your black businesses. They're trying to feed their families. They're trying to bring you something good, you know, and we need to support each other more than what we're doing to make a change.
Right.
Now, I have another hard question, and this one, you know, I'm coming from the hip on this one.
You raw. You raw.
Yeah, I'm coming from the hip on this one.
You raw. I know what I'm getting into when I come in here and interview with Raw.
Yeah. So check it out. Now, what do you say about all these institutes, schools, and these realtors that's popping up? Do you feel that they're leading the people in the right direction, or they just see that it's a gap to sell homes and they're just rushing to sell the people's homes? And the other part of the question is, your program educates people on how to be realtors themselves or be better homeowners in general?
Well, the second part of that question is, number one, is this program, I'm not trying to turn you into a professional realtor. I'm not trying to turn you into a professional broker or a professional flipper or investor. But now if you want that, you're going to get it out of this book. But what I'm trying to teach you is to give you some type of understanding of the industry, credit, banking, buying and selling, building and construction. The first part of that question, what do I think of the realtors or the institutes that are popping up? Are they doing a good job? I think, you know, some of them are. Some of them are not. I mean, some of the programs out there are just giving you some information and not with you. One thing that we're with you every step of the way until you get into a house. You can call me directly and speak directly to me, and I can help you. Even if you buy this book and you have a question about this book, my number is all over this book. So you can call me. A lot of authors don't put their number in the book. My number is in that book. So you can call me directly and ask me a question. John, I'm reading the book and I got a question about this right here. I want to make myself accessible to the people as much as I can. I think that's the problem.
Speaking of the book, I like the book cover.
That's Raw Vision.
And that's Raw Vision.
That's that effective partner.
Effective partner. It works on so many levels.
That's right. You see, cover produced and designed by Raw Vision.
Yeah. So this is part one. We're at the office. I'm catching him while he's doing a little bit of cleaning up. He had some people come over to look at the house today. So we're gonna get you part two later on, when he's more in business mode, where I'm more in business mode of being professional. This is my first real interview from Raw Vision. Hope you guys like it. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Raw Vision Network on YouTube, and definitely
pick up the book, www.johnfuller.biz. www.johnfuller.biz.
I know I'm catching you.
Yeah, you got me. I'm looking at people pulling up.
You want to give a shout out to your girls?
Oh man, Zaria and Jonica, I love you. This is what it's for. And Terrence, my son Terrence, just graduated from USC. I'm proud of you. Hey, this is what it's about. It's about generational wealth. Everything I do now is for my kids. It's to pass it on to them. This book, this intellectual property, we moving it on to them. So hey, I'm telling you, everybody.
Oh wait, I gotta keep it raw real quick. I forgot one question, and somebody hit me up. Are you? And are you available, or what's up with? Are you so focused in this and generational way that you don't have time to?
Somebody really hit you up with that?
Yeah, man.
Wow, man. Nah, I'm available. I'm single. I'm dating anyone, but I know I want to hit you up with that.
Yeah, I keep it on the down because you be so busy.
Okay,
you know how things go.
Okay.
Well, so you are available. You are single.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's what it is, and we'll get with you on number 2.
Yeah, coming to you, number 2. Raw Vision. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
We'll be right back.